3 nights after the drum's return, Nia stopped sleeping. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw green light dripping beneath the soil and heard the voice that whispered her name. The sound came from under her floor, from the place Kato had vanished. Her grandmother, Mama Zukiri, noticed the shadow under her eyes one evening as he sat by a dying fire. She said softly, "You went into the forest, didn't you, my child?" But Nia looked away. I had to know why the drum called again. Mama Zukiri sighed deeply, a sound of old sorrow. "Then you've heard it. The forest remembers you, Nia, because you are one of its own." Nia frowned. "What do you mean?" Mama Zukiri's gaze was heavy, like the weight of forgotten years. "Your mother was born a keeper's daughter. The blood of the forest flows in our line. The drums answer to us, and only we can silence them." Nia's heartbeat quickened. "Then why didn't she tell me?" "Because she tried to escape it," Mama Zukiri whispered. "But the forest never let its blood go." A wind swept through the hut, snuffing out the flame. Somewhere far away, the drum began again. That night, Nia dreamt she was standing in the middle of the forest. The trees were alive, their trunk breathing, their branches whispering her name. At her feet lay the black drum, pulsing with light. As she reached to touch it, the ground split open and the hands of roots coiled around her wrist. A voice, deep, sorrowful, familiar, echoed through the dark. "Blood must remembered. Keeper's blood cannot hide." She turned, and there stood Kato, his eyes glow green, his face half human, half wooden. "You called me," he said, "and now the forest wants you." Then Nia awoke with a scream, her body drenched in sweat. But when she looked down, there were muddy handprints on her arm. By morning, Nia knew what she had to do. She wrapped herself in her mother's shawl and walked towards the forest edge. The villagers watched in silence, too afraid to speak. They had seen the green lights at night. They had heard the whispers too. At the forest gate, she heard Mama Zukiri's voice behind her. "If you enter, child, you may not return." "Then I will end it," Nia said, without turning back. "For her, for all of us." The forest greeted her like an old friend, silent, watchful, waiting, and the air grew colder. Shadows stretched across the ground like a dark water. Every step she took echoed with drumbeats, faint but growing stronger. Nia followed the sound to a clearing she had never seen before. A wide circle surrounded by carved stones, symbols glowed faintly on their surface. In the center lay the drum of silence, untouched, waiting. And beside it, Kato half alive, his body fused with the roots of massive tree. His eyes opened as she approached. "You shouldn't have come," he said weakly. "The forest chose you now." "Then I will speak to it," she said. "I will tell it to stop." He shook his head. "It doesn't listen, it remembers." She touched the drum and a surge of image flashed through her mind. Her mother standing where she stood now. Her beating the drum to seal the darkness. Her whispering Nia's name, "Forgive me." Then she came, the voice again, the deep, thunderous tone of forest keeper. Keeper's blood must bind what was broken. The ground trembled, roots rose from the soil, forming a ring around her. Kato cried out as they pulled him deeper into the earth. "Play the drum, Nia," he shouted, "before it claims you too." Her hands shook. The drum pulsed under her finger, alive, breathing. She struck it once. The forest rolled. Shadows screamed, the air filled with the cries of ancient spirits. She struck again. Light burst from the ground, spreading through the trees like fire. Then silence. The trees stilled. The roots retreated, and Kato was gone. When the light faded, Nia found herself standing alone. The forest was quiet, almost peaceful. But then she noticed her hands glowing faintly green. A whisper drifted through the trees. "Now you are the keeper." Nia fell to her knees, tears spilling down her cheek. She could feel it, the heartbeats of the forest pulsing in her veins, the voices of the ancestors whispering behind her. She is the one with it now, bound forever. Weeks later, the villagers noticed something strange. The forest no longer frightened them. The nights were calm, the crops flourished. Yet sometimes, on still evenings, a soft drumming could be heard, gentle, steady, like a heartbeat. Children said it came from deep within the forest, where a woman's figure sometimes appeared, her eyes glowing green, her voice soft as wind. They called her Nia the Keeper, the guardian of Amani forest. And whenever the villagers asked Mama Zukuri what truly happened, she would smile sadly and say, "The forest keep its own, but this time it chose mercy." Then the distance, the faintest whisper could echo, "The forest never forget, but it can forgive."